Friday. Happy day after Thanksgiving. I am Margie Remmers-Davis, founder and CEO of Acadian Accounting Education, and this is our weekly live stream inside our free Facebook group called the QBO Gym Locker Room. So inside the QBO Gym Locker Room, which if you are watching this live, then you are already a member of the locker room. Happy to have you. If you're watching the recording on YouTube, we're happy to have you join us live. The link is down below. Inside the QBO Gym Locker Room, this is your spot for hands-on practice using QuickBooks Online. That is what we do. That's all we do. Hands-on practice, hands-on practice, hands-on practice. So as a member of the locker room, you have access to, there it is. You have access to first of all, you have access to a QBO QuickStart course. We changed the name of our course. We used to call it the Getting Started course, but Intuit took that name away from us. They now, if you are wanting to get your Pro Advisor certification, then they are, one of the courses you have to pass and take an exam for is called Getting Started. And so we said, we can't call ours Getting Started. So it's been rebranded as QBO QuickStart. And the new version for the new season is now available and it's in your dashboard. So when you join the locker room, you automatically get this free course. The information is emailed to you, how to access it. If you are brand new and you don't know how to get to your free QBO QuickStart course, email us at support@acadian.com. That's AKADIAN. And we will take a look at your account and see why maybe you didn't get the email, resend it, like whatever you need. So, but the QBO QuickStart course is going to tell you how to sign up for your free QuickBooks Online accountant account, how that account is different than a regular account that businesses subscribe to, how to navigate your account, how to what workflows are, the terminology, and how to access the sample company, which is what we use for almost all, not all of them, but almost all of our exercises. We use the sample company for them, and so inside that course you're going to learn how to access that. You also, as a member of the locker room, have access to over 100 free exercises. People are always asking and wanting to know, how on earth, how do I get my free exercises? That's why I joined. First of all, they were emailed to you. So if you're having problems getting the Getting Started course and you didn't get the welcome email with the link to the free exercises, all the more reason to reach out to us, support@acadian.com, so that we can take a look at what's going on with your account. But we also have them linked here inside the group. So if you go to the featured section, it should show up right here. But if it doesn't, you can go to the featured section here. If you're on your phone, you might have to click the little hamburger up in the upper left-hand corner. But in the featured section, there is a post that says, welcome to the locker room, and there's a link right in there to get your 100 free exercises. It's over 100 free exercises, and soon there's going to be even more because we're rebuilding all of our exercises and all of our courses and all of that good stuff. Also, as a member of the locker room, you get to participate in this live stream, which happens every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern, and we walk through a free exercise of the week together. You get the exercise of the week for free if you join us live, but we also have people that are subscribed to the QBO Gym that the exercise of the week comes with that. I'm going to talk about the QBO Gym here in just a second, but I want to acknowledge all of the people saying good morning, good morning. Love the purple, my favorite color. Thank you, Lisa. our new brand colors. If you guys are brand new, then you might not know that last Friday, a week ago, we announced a giant change. We were formerly Fast and Easy QBO, and we re-released. We're rebranding as Acadian Accounting Education. And our new brand colors are navy and orange. And but they gave us some you'll see other colors that they gave us as like complementary colors. So anyway, and the only one of those that I look good in at all is the purple. So so that's why I picked it. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Lindsay. Yes, so Sharika asked, when will the updates be completed? Level 1 by December 1st. That is Sunday. So I'll talk a little bit more about that. Let me just finish my intro. I just wanted to acknowledge all of the good mornings that were happening. So the free exercise of the week is part of our subscription product called the QBO Gym. So everything that I mentioned so far is free. You get free access to the locker room, free QuickStart course, free exercises, free exercise of the week, free live streams, so much free stuff. But we also have a subscription product, which is called the QBO Gym. The QBO Gym is an immersive, experiential, simulated experience of being the bookkeeper. If you have ever said, okay, well, I passed the test, but I still don't really know what I'm doing. If you have ever said, gosh, I wish I could just shadow somebody and like see what life is really like as a bookkeeper. I wish I could get an internship. The problem is I can't get a job without experience. I can't get experience without a job. Then the QBO Gym is for you. That's why we created it. It is simulated experience. So you actually get to be the bookkeeper for a fictitious business owner for an entire year. And you're going to sit down every month, just like you would with an actual client. You're going to sit down every month and work on the books. It takes about 3 to 4 hours to do the bookkeeping for a month. And then, so after a year, it takes you about 42 real-time hours to get through a year's worth and get a year's worth of experience. Along the way, all sorts of things happen to Craig, the fictitious business owner, that you have to know about and you have to record. And at the end, we give you a certificate that says you have 1 year of experience. And guess what? There is also year 2. I don't talk about year two very much. Because you have to get through, it's a prerequisite. You have to get through year 1 first, and most people are starting out there. But year 2 is it's the same, but it is more challenging because we expect that you already know how to do this. And so people love year 2 because it challenges them on, I know that I did this once before, but how do I do it? So anyway, so 2 years, soon all 2 years will be done. And so that's the QBO Gym. The QBO Gym is connected to, and by the way, Joel has put the link. If you guys are new, you wanted to find out more about the gym, Joel has put the link in the chat. If you're watching the recording, of course, the link's below. Everything that you do in the QBO Gym is tracked in your Booksmatch dashboard. The books, everybody who has any course with us at all has a Booksmatch dashboard, but it only is updated if you are an active subscriber to the gym, if you're actually working in there. And Karen, I don't know if she's on with us today. She is our winner today as our top person. And so everything is tracked, and you can see how many, every exercise that you work, we track the skills that you have learned and verified. And so we break them up into 10 skill groups. You can see for any particular skill group what exactly you worked on, and you can see how well, how you compare to everyone else in the pool. So the solid line is you, and then the more faded faded one is like everybody else. So you can see how you compare. Now we created this. Initially we created it for you, but then we were like, well, gosh, there are so many people who are looking for bookkeepers who would really love to know, like how well you stack up. And so we created, we created a talent finder so that people who are looking for bookkeepers can find somebody who is highly skilled. And so as a part of the QBO Gym, we measure 3 specific metrics so that people can find you. And one of them is just your breadth of knowledge. This is, it says 435 here and it says 435 here. Okay, so that is just the total amount of skills that you have verified in your entire time in the gym. But we don't want to penalize people who are brand new. Like if you have been, if you've been around for a long time, you're obviously going to have an advantage over somebody who is brand new. And so the people who are brand new really focus on speed. And speed doesn't mean how fast you do an exercise, but how many skills you verify within a week. Okay, so if you are kicking butt and just like powering through, you're going to get a higher ranking than somebody who is more slowly going to go through it. The third thing we measure is consistency. The reason we measure consistency is because we worked with a recruiter to develop this dashboard. And she said that her biggest frustration was reaching out to people who she found out later, or once she got in contact with them, that they actually weren't looking anymore, that they had gotten a job or they had stopped in the workforce. Something had happened over that for them. And so she asked us to implement a thing where you would have to go in and just check a box every week. She's like, I want them to just check a box and just say, yes, I'm still looking. Yes, I'm still looking, every single week. We thought that every week was a little excessive, so we made it every 2 weeks. And instead of just checking a box, we thought, well, why don't we give them an exercise? Like make them actually do something. Don't just check a box. And so that's why we have an exercise of the week. So the exercise of the week is its own separate course from the gym. And it's unlocked when you have reached 250 points in the gym. The gym is all gamified, so you're like, you click things, you get dings and badges and awards and whatever. And so when you reach the 250 point level, the exercise of the week is unlocked. And but if you're not there yet, or if you're not subscribed to the gym, then you can just join us on these weekly live streams and get our free exercise of the week. All right, so I'm seeing a bunch of more good mornings. Debbie Grove says she loves the gym. So awesome. So let's go ahead and get started. So we have had, let me just take my screen share off for a moment. Guys, we have had a crazy couple of weeks. If you guys have been around with us for a while, we've had announcement after announcement and all of that. And so the last couple of live streams have been so long. And so we're just going to do I picked specifically a quick exercise for us to do so we can get back to our lives and if we're on vacation with our families and all that stuff. But primarily it's because I need to get back to work on the level 1 certification. So just for those of you who are new, one of the things that we do is we help you pass the Pro Advisor certification. And new this year, Intuit released the Pro Advisor Academy. So that's all brand new. And Acadian new branding, it's all that new. So it is taking us longer this year than it has been, than it has in years past. So I have to get off this call so I can get back to work on level 1, which we have said is due on December 1st. So December 1st, that's our goal to release it. I'm going to be straight up with you and tell you that one of the so in order to pass the level 1 certification test, you have to actually pass 5 course exams inside the academy. And one of them is proving difficult for us to create hands-on exercises for. We could release it without the hands-on exercises, but that's our hallmark. Our hallmark is the hands-on exercises, so I really don't want to do that. So if possible, there's a chance that we'll release 4 of the courses without the one, just to give us a few days to try and figure it out. If we have to release it without the hands-on exercise, it would pain my heart, but we might have to do it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to the exercise. So Maura is asking, you said you had to pause your subscription. So if you, so that's a really good question. When we keep your stuff, like when you do the work in the gym, we keep a track of all of your stuff. And the more people we track, the more money it costs us. And so new this year, we decided that we're no longer, if you cancel the gym, we're no longer going to keep your stuff. Like it just, because we were keeping your stuff in case you came back and, we wanted your progress to be there. And, but we realized that we just couldn't keep everybody forever. And so what we decided to do was, if you cancel, we're going to get rid of everything, but we are now offering a subscription hold. So it's just $10 a month for you to hold on to it for a while, until you come back. But if you cancel, it's gone permanently. So, anyway, Maura, I don't know what your status is. So I would write to support@acadian.com. That's AKADIAN. And we can take a look at kind of where you fell in that changeover. So hopefully, I don't know when it was, but hopefully that's what you have a hold. Okay, good. So yeah, well, that's the purpose of the hold. If you have the hold, we're keeping your data, and when you're ready to become active again, we'll just switch you back over. Okay? All right, so let's do our exercise so I can get back to work. Joel has already put it in the chat. As a reminder, if you are subscribed to the gym, the only way for you to get the Booksmatch credit is for you to use the link inside here. Okay, so you have to use this link, not the one that Joel has put in the chat. Okay, the one in the chat is for the people who either don't have it unlocked or don't have a subscription at all. Okay, so if you have it, you have to use this one in order to get that Booksmatch credit. Okay, all right, so we're going to do a very simple exercise today about adding a new product. So I'm going to click here, okay, and I am working with the folks at Scribe to figure out how we can get our logo changed to our nice, pretty new logo up here. And yeah, so they're a bit confused, but it is also a holiday, so we have to give them a break. But anyway, so this exercise is a give it a shot, which is one of the few exercises that Intuit is providing you inside the ProAdvisor Academy. And for those of you who have not played around with the ProAdvisor Academy, who have not downloaded the free, I recommend that you do this, by the way. I didn't give you the link, Joel, but you should have acadian.com/everything is our annual Everything You Ever Wanted to Know document. It's an ebook. And I go through step by step how to use the ProAdvisor Academy. It is not always intuitive. So there are some things that it took my team. We were like, what? And but we figured it all out. We laid it out for you. And Joel tried to put it in, but he spelled Acadian wrong and he spelled everything wrong. That's okay, because Joel, for those of you who don't know, he's my husband. And one of the things I love about him is he has what I call Disney hero hands. He has got like these ginormous hands, and it makes me always feel like a Disney princess when I put my hand, in his hand. So anyway, I love his Disney hero hands, but that also means typos when you're typing. So he'll get it. Anyway, so Acadian, AKADIAN.com/everything, EVERYTHING. So that tells you all about the new Pro Advisor Academy. So, but we're going to go over it a little bit because I pulled this exercise from there. So let's read it together. So the scenario is Craig has decided to offer a new service for driveway installation. This will be under the landscaping category of services. Why? I don't know, but that's the exercise. And he plans to charge a daily rate of $500 for this. It doesn't have sales tax, and he will track it as services income. How would you set this up for him? All right. As I mentioned, there is as I mentioned, most of our exercises are in the sample company. So, but before we get there, actually, I forgot. I wanted to show you how to find the, did I forget to, I think I forgot to log into Intuit. All right, hold on for a sec. Let me take you off screen share and go to my Pro Advisor account. I forgot to log in. I know I was logged in. I think I accidentally closed it somewhere. Alrighty. Oh my gosh. Oh, skip for now. Okay. For a minute I thought it was going to make me verify. I think Joel stepped away because I'm not seeing the new. Could somebody put that in the chat? Acadian.com/everything. Okay. Let me. Okay. Oh, wrong one. He updated it? No? Well, for me it's not being updated. It's not updated. But I'm not looking at your chat. I'm just looking at like a mirror of your chat. All right. All right, we've got it. Okay, we've got it. Thank you. Okay, so anyway, so here I am in an accountant account. You can tell that I'm in an accountant account because it says accountant up at the top, because the left navigation bar is gray, and because it's separated into your practice and your books, okay? And in the your practice section under Pro Advisor, you go to training. This is where you load the new Pro Advisor Academy. All right, so here I am in my Pro Advisor Academy, and you notice there's two sections. There's certification enrollments and course enrollments. So the certification track consists of 5 courses. So up at the top, you see the certification courses that you are enrolled in, and then the individual courses that make up that certification are right here. Okay, so you've got getting started, sales and customers, expenses and vendors, banking, and then period end. I don't know why they're in the order that they're in. Okay, so and then it says getting started -level 1. Okay, if you go to learn, then these are all of the individual courses that are available at all, okay, in the Academy at all. And there are no, there's no rhyme or reason. Well, they're in alphabetical order, which is not helpful, okay? If you go to certifications, this is where you enroll in whatever courses, okay? So here I am, if I go back to my hub, this is the one that this account is enrolled in, and then these are the 5 courses, okay? So if I go back to certifications, okay, see how it says QBO certification level 1, you are enrolled, okay? All right, so, but I can't enroll in level 2 because it's locked, because I have to have the level 1 certification first, okay? Now, if I go to specialty, this is where you find payroll. And this year, this is new, payroll actually no longer requires the basic certification. It used to be that you had to have the basic certification or this was locked. This is new. Okay, I don't want to get everybody confused. All right, so going back to my hub, okay, so here are the individual courses that I'm enrolled in. So this exercise comes from the sales and customers course. So I'm going to click continue. And then here's where it gets confusing, okay? Because all of these little icons and buttons, can you see? Like all of these things are confusing. All right, this is all in that everything document. So grab that because I go into all the details, but I'll just go into it briefly. And that is this button right here does nothing, okay? Click on it, does nothing. It's not going to take you back anywhere, okay? This button, that if you hover over it, it says next lesson. Or if I go in full screen mode, it changes to the word next lesson. Okay, here's how I get out of full screen mode. Okay, that button is the same. It does not actually take you to the next lesson. Okay, so don't use it. What it actually does is it takes you to the exam, but you're not ready for the exam until you have unlocked the exam. So don't use that, okay? This button, where it says course content, is not the course content. This button that is course content is actually just giving you an outline of the exam versus the course. That's all it is. So you can play around with it later. Don't do it because you'll get lost. This is full screen mode, which I did just now, okay? The problem with full screen mode is that you can't exit back to your hub when you're in it. The only thing you're stuck. So you have to, if you want to exit back to your hub, then you have to get out of full screen mode. And then my head's in the way. Let me just move my head here real quick so you can see the back button. See this back button? That back button only appears when you're not in full screen mode. So if I hit full screen, notice no back button, no way to get back. Okay, but if I exit full screen, then I can get back. Then I can get back to oh, this is so crazy. Then I can get back to the training hub. Okay. All right. So that's just a little lay of the land. Let me move my head back. All right. Always cracks me up when I have to say I'm going to move my head. All right. So for what we really want is this little hamburger guy right here. Okay. This little hamburger. Dorada is asking a question. I cannot find my email, but can someone tell me which company was it that sent the copy of the certifications to them? I don't know what you're talking about. Intuit is the one that issues the certification exam. Okay. So this little thing is how you navigate inside the Pro Advisor training. Okay, so this particular task is under setup. Okay, and this is, oh, that's what you mean, Credly. Yeah, so Credly is the one that manages the badges, not the certification, not like the paper. The badges that you get are linked to Credly, and they certify that it's not just an image that you've downloaded, that it is actually a real badge. All right, so inside, I'm going to put this on full screen mode. Okay, here is all of the training for this particular topic. And what we're looking for is a section that is give it a shot. Okay, so give it a shot is Intuit's version of an exercise. Okay, and so the one that we are doing is this one, task 1, add a new service to Craig's Design and Landscaping. That's what we're working on today. Okay, but we're going to do our version, which is right here. So now that I've just shown you where to find it, I'm going to get out of full screen mode. I'm going to click the back button so that I can go back to, actually no, I can just close this window entirely because I need to be in my account so that I can go to the sample company, which is right here. Click the gear icon, go to the sample company, load the sample company. All right, here we go. All right, so now here I am in my, and I read it, but I'll read it again. Craig has decided to offer a new service for driveway installation. This will be under the landscaping category of services, and he plans to charge a daily rate of $500 for this. It doesn't have sales tax, and he will track it as services income. How would you set this up for him? Okay, so that's what we're doing. Okay, first, we need to go to the products and services list. There are multiple ways to get there. Let's look at one. Now, when you are working through our exercises, if you're in Google Chrome and you have loaded the extension for all of our exercises are in Scribe, and they have a Scribe extension, okay, it looks like this. It's called Scribe AI Documentation, SOPs and Screenshots, okay. If you have that loaded, then when you're in our exercises, there is a little Guide Me button, okay? So you can, if you have the sample company open and you have this extension, when you click Guide Me, and you'll have to confirm, then boom, 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 it smushes it all up in the, so that you can see the exercise and the sample company right next to each other. And Chris is asking for the link to the exercise. Yes, it's already been provided a couple times, but Joel, if you could put that in again, that would be great. All right, so let's go ahead. All right, Joel, if you could put the link to the exercise in the chat again, that would be awesome. All right, so now that we have them side by side, let's do this again. I know this side is a little tiny for you, but hopefully you can follow along. All right, so we are going to we're going to hover over sales and select products and services. And I'm just going to close this so there's more space here. Okay, so I'm going to click new. This is a service. Okay. Oh, and I've got a duplicate. One of the things I love about Scribe is that I can just edit it while we're on the call. I never used to be able to do that with our old system. So, all right, in the name field, we're going to type driveway installation. Okay. And, all right. Under category, we're going to select landscaping. Why is this landscaping? I don't understand, but that's what the exercise said. I mean, this is from Intuit, right? So, this is a product that you sell to your customers. So the description on the sales forms, and they said they wanted it to be the same. Now, this down here, this description is what shows up for your customers. So you might want to test having a different thing here so you can see which field shows up where. I just wanted to duplicate the Intuit thing, so I just created Intuit. All right. Under sales price rate, we're going to type 500. And then it is already assuming that we are going to have this on in the services account. Now, I wanted to just take a moment to talk because some of you are brand new. Some of you have been around for a while and you get it. That's fine. But by putting an income account here, every time you sell this product, the amount that you sell this product for is going to be totaled on the profit and loss report. Okay, so this is how you control that. Now, the exercise wants to track all of the income for services all together in one big lump. And maybe that's fine, but maybe you also want to separate it out so you see some services versus other services. Maybe there are services that the owner provides himself versus services that like the rest of the team can fulfill. And so you want to compare that. This is how you control. That's the important thing I wanted to say, is that this is how you control what appears on the report. Okay? That's the important thing. That's what appears on the report is right there. Alrighty. Next, oops. Oh, shoot. There we go. My mouse died, guys, and so I had to just switch to a different mouse that I'm not as comfortable with. So, okay. All right. So, the next thing thanks, Lucy. Lucy is saying the Pro Advisor courses are so worth the money. I appreciate that. All right. So, so the next thing in the exercise is that they wanted it to be no sales tax. So when you're dealing with sales tax, there are three things that control the sales tax. The first is the customer. Okay, so if the customer could be a nonprofit customer, in which case you don't have to charge them sales tax. So number one is customer. Number two is location. Okay, so where you are, whether it's the city, the local jurisdiction, or whatever, and their rules based on whether it's the location of you or the location of the customer, all these location-based things. Okay. And then the third thing that controls the sales tax is the actual product or service that you buy. So some states have like very specific things. In general, like it is kind of a general rule that services are not taxed and products are taxed. Okay, so physical products are taxed. That's a general rule, but every jurisdiction is different. And then you get into like digital products, which are neither a product nor it's like a product, but it's not a physical thing. So anyway, so you definitely want to talk to your tax person about all the nitty-gritty details. And the QBO Gym actually has one, let me just show you real quick. There is one issue that is, oh no, I guess I can't show you. Can I? Wait, hold on. Anyway, I can't show you based on this screen that I have right now. Sorry. There is one issue of the gym, I can't remember when it is, that is 100% dedicated to sales tax. So if you're in the gym, I want to say it's like July, maybe. It's the July issue is fully dedicated to sales tax. Suddenly the Craig has to set up sales tax, charge sales tax to all these people, keep track of who is who is a nonprofit, what products that have to, and then you have to learn how to set up sales tax, how to pay sales tax. All of that stuff is in one of the issues of the gym. Okay. All right. For this exercise, though, we are saying that we're going to skip the they're not going to have sales tax. That was part of the exercise. Okay. So notice that there is this little I don't know, icon there. This is Intuit's little symbol for AI suggestions. Like it's trying to be smart. Okay, so it's saying, hey, you typed in a thing that might actually come under special tax considerations. Okay, so they're saying it doesn't improve real property like lawn mowing. Okay, I don't know why that would be a driveway installation seems like it would would improve the real property. It's not like just a lawn mowing thing. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and confirm. And when I click that, where'd it go? Then I have to click edit sales tax. Sorry, I forgot there was another step. There we go. And here's the suggestions. That's their little AI, suggestions. We think it should be this. They have like people that are fully versed in all sales tax rules, and they have it's very complicated. But people do complain about the sales tax with QBO, and you can get a plugin. Yeah, Valerie mentioned Texas has very specific tax rules. I know Corey has said that she will never take a Texas client again because it's so complicated, because sales tax in particular is so complicated. But anyway, we are just going to scroll down here, look at all these options, and I'm still going to can click more. Okay. And I'm just going to say, nope, this is non-taxable. Okay. And that's just not because I have an opinion, but that's just because that's the exercise that Intuit wrote for us. Okay. So I'm going to click done there, and then I'm going to click save and close. And you'll notice, here's the exercise. We did all this stuff. And then you'll notice, and I'm going to close the exercise because we don't need it anymore. You're going to notice that here is driveway installation right there in the landscaping category. So the products and services list by default is organized by category. And so landscaping is one of the categories. That's what we put in, was landscaping. All right. Let's see, questions. Darlene is asking, is it possible to complete the past weekly exercises for credit? That's an excellent question. I'm going to put this up on the screen. Thanks, Lindsay, for answering, but I'm going to answer on screen because this has some a variety of answers. Okay. So let's say your situation is that the exercise of the week is not unlocked for you, and you are just doing the exercise of the week based on from the chat, being on the live streams, and you're just getting the link from Joel, and you're not doing it in, and then later you unlock the exercise of the week, whether that's because you bought the gym or you had the gym but now it's unlocked. Okay, so later you get that and do that exercise a week. Then yes, you can now do it inside the gym and get credit for it. So before you did it just on the live stream, you didn't get credit, but now it's unlocked for you, and so you can go and do it and get credit. Okay, so that's one scenario. Another scenario is that you did it inside the gym and you found it valuable and you're like, dang, that was a good exercise. I want to do that again. In that case, you do not get credit for it. Once you have done it inside the gym and gotten that credit that one time, you don't get multiple credits each time you do it. You only get it that one time. Okay? But if you did it outside and now you want to do it inside, you will get credit. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Let me know if it doesn't. Yes, and you can go back and you can redo all these exercises anytime you want. Yep. Okay, so let me show you one more thing. And then, so I'm going to go to the exercise of the week. Oh, I got to share my screen. Okay. So one of the things that comes with the QBO Gym, here we go, make it a little bigger. Why isn't it making it bigger? Hello? There we go. So one of the things that comes with the gym is a marketing prompt. So as you're working through the gym, you actually, as you do more things, you earn marketing prompts. And in the exercise of the week, we give you the marketing prompt with each exercise. In the regular gym, it is you earn them as you go along. Okay. The reason we have a marketing prompt is because I heard so many people say, well, I know I'm supposed to, advertise on social media, but I don't know what to say. Okay. And I was like, well, you're constantly learning things. And so I just decided to incorporate them. So as you're working on the gym, you can post these marketing prompts on LinkedIn. So there's a number of ways to do it. You can just put it like as is. I know one person who puts the prompt into a ChatGPT and then posts a whole article, has them write an article and then post a whole article. Most people put it in Canva, make it like a pretty image, and then post it on LinkedIn. We teach one method for using these. Oh, okay. So we teach one method. We're not a marketing company, but we just have so much demand. We teach one method for using the marketing prompts. It's called the 3-2-1 method. And we are starting in January monthly cohorts to help you learn how to use them. So once you have to, in order to be in the cohort, you have to have your level 1 certification. You cannot, you cannot be in the cohort without your level 1 certification, because everything we do is based on the fact of positioning yourself as an expert by referring to yourself as a QuickBooks Online Pro Advisor. If you're not a Pro Advisor, we're not going to be able to help you. Okay, so you have to be a Pro Advisor, and you have to be like a member of the gym so that you have the marketing prompts, and then we will help you. We'll help you do that, and we actually guarantee that you will have a client conversation. We can't guarantee that you will get the job, okay? Because that's not in our control. Like the people that you're talking to, I don't know what their situation is. I don't know you. I don't know whether you're a good communicator, or whatever. But we do guarantee that you will land a client, a client conversation, a diagnostic review, consultation, whatever you want to call it, by participating in this. So we have a group now that has, they've already started. We were debating whether to add more people to the December cohort. We decided against it. So the next cohort will start January 1st. And in the next week or so, I don't have a link for you today, but in the next week or so, you will, we'll get you the link so that if you're ready for that, then you can sign up for the cohort. So that's coming in January. A couple other things. We've got a ton, oh my gosh, so many things happening. So the another thing that's coming in January is the bookkeeping accelerator. So for those of you who are wanting to learn the basics of bookkeeping, one of the reasons we changed our name is we used to be fully focused on QuickBooks Online. We just taught QuickBooks Online. We are now releasing a bookkeeping course called Bookkeeping Accelerator, and this is going to lay the groundwork. It will help you pass the Intuit bookkeeper certification, so you will be able to do that. But it's so much more than that. Like, this is laying the groundwork for you to become what we're calling the CPA's best friend. We want you to be the go-to person that accountants and tax preparers and EAs turn to prepare the books, because what's happening is, what we discovered is that tax preparers are so overwhelmed and stressed out. They're leaving the profession in droves, and nobody is coming to replace them. And part of the reason for that is because they're spending so much time doing the work that's not in their zone of genius, okay? Their zone of genius is knowing the tax law and being able to help their clients provide tax advice and be able to do that. That's their zone of genius. They don't need to be spending the time doing the work that bookkeepers should be doing for them. If only the bookkeepers knew, if they were tax aware enough, if they spoke their language, if the bookkeepers knew that, then it would make the tax preparers' lives so much easier. And our goal, our overarching goal, is for accountants to be so in love with our graduates that they refuse to work with anybody else. That they say, if I'm not working with an Acadian graduate as a bookkeeper, then like I don't even want to take this client. Okay, so that's what we are building. The Bookkeeping Accelerator is the first part of that. It is the foundational layer to make sure that our bookkeepers know the nitty-gritty details and not just clicking buttons, but actually understanding how everything connects. Kind of like what I was saying earlier, understanding that products and services list, that income field, that's what shows up on the profit and loss. Okay, so that's what the Bookkeeping Accelerator is. That's coming in January. We do have a wait list for that. We have, the last I checked, it was 569 people already on the wait list. So it's impressive. We're building a tax advisory committee, or tax advisory, what are we calling it? Council, which is all of these tax preparers, all of these people who are suffering in the industry are coming together to build the perfect bookkeeper. Okay. And so anyway, so Joel, if you could put that, yeah, you've got that, the wait list for that. So that's coming in January. The certifications are coming. So we already have, as I mentioned earlier, that everything document is the, gets you oriented to the new Pro Advisor Academy, and kind of understanding like what I showed you previously, the certifications, the courses that you have to get your certifications. So we are furiously, as soon as I get off this call, so we are furiously building that with level 1, hopefully to be released on Sunday, December 1st. I know what's going to happen. Like December, like you're going to, guys, I know it's like Christmas, right? Like 6 a.m., you're going to get up and you're going to be like, oh, is it here yet? Is it here yet? Is it here yet? I'm telling you right now, it is not going to be ready 6 a.m. December 1st. It will likely be ready at the end of the day on December 1st. and we will release as much as we can. So as I mentioned, Section 5 is causing us grief. So we might there's a pretty significant chance that we will release it without module 5. Okay, but who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? But anyway, that's where we are. So level 1, December 1st, then you can knock out your Pro Advisor level 1 certification. The level 2 is due out January 1st, and then payroll is due out February 1st. All right. I think I got everything. Is there anything else? Oh, the Black Friday sale is still happening. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is another thing. I know I probably don't have a whole lot of people on this call because of the holiday, but if you could just spread the word, okay? When you get emails from us, okay, you're getting them for a reason. Like you signed up for something. Like either you bought a course from us, you are in the locker room, you downloaded the ebook, like you got on our mailing list because you interacted with us first. We didn't reach out to interact. We may have shown you an ad, but until you actually reach out to us, like that's the only way you get on our mailing list, okay? And if you get on our mailing list and you decide you don't want to be on our mailing list, that's fine. We love you. Like, go do you. I get it. My email is overrun. Like, I get it. But please don't go claiming that we are spamming you. Okay? We're not spamming you. You signed up. Okay? So just click. Every email has an unsubscribe and it has an email preferences. The email preferences, you can say, I don't want any marketing emails. I don't want locker room emails. I don't want to get the weekly newsletter. Okay, you can control all of that. If you click the unsubscribe button, what that does is that prevents us from emailing you at all ever. That means that if you email us, we can't email you back. So if you unsubscribe and then later, you say, oh, actually, I do want that everything document. Too bad, we can't deliver it to you. If you just change your mind and say, oh, actually, I think I'm going to sign up for that course. You sign up for the course and you never get it. Guess why that happens? Because you unsubscribed and now we are not allowed to send it to you. So the unsubscribe button on the bottom is very serious. The unsubscribe button that your email provider, so email providers now are giving you a banner at the top that says, this is from an email list, gives you a button to unsubscribe. If you use that button to unsubscribe, we get a ding claiming that it's spam, okay? And that damages our reputation. And if you know anything about me at all, then you know my reputation is super, super important to me, that I hold very high standards for us and our company. Our courses are not designed to help you cheat. Our courses are designed to help you learn the material quickly and easily and deeply, okay? All right, so the Black Friday sale is happening. And if you don't want to hear about it, just delete the email or change your preferences, okay? The other thing that's happening is the cleanup course is happening, or the cleanup sale. You can get $1,000 off of cleanup, which is great. That's more than half price. That's all happening, but it's only happening until we release level 1, which, as you know, is Sunday. So you've got 2 days if you want to take advantage of this. All right, a couple of things. Okay. Oh, I said, yeah. Let's see. Whoa. Okay. Let me see. Okay, going back, let's see. I have a blog on my website where I post marketing prompts. That's great, Maura, but who's reading your blog? make sure that you post those in social media so that people actually see them. Okay. Let's see. Valerie says, oops. Your comments are so true. I'm a retired CPA and have been doing bookkeeping for many years. One of the things we pride ourselves on is working with our client CPAs and making sure we get them what they need, how they need it. So Valerie, you might be a good candidate for our tax advisory council. So I think that somebody put in, yes, Uyi put in support@acadian.com. And we'll just do a quick interview. If you would like to be part of the council, that would be awesome. Maura says you haven't mentioned the cost of Bookkeeping Accelerator. Nope, we haven't. Let's see. So exciting, so exciting. Yes, 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 I love. Okay, we got the link to the Black Friday sale. So Donna's saying, what is the basic course? I'm still kind of mixing up my terminology because for years and years and years, that's what the level 1 Pro Advisor certification was called. Intuit called it core, but when I very first released my first course, I always called it basic certification. That was like your first level. And so I may have misspoken earlier when I probably used that term. What I'm talking about is the level 1 Pro Advisor certification. Okay. Valerie, thank you. All right, Joel has got the link to the cleanup discount. Let's see. Thank you, Lindsay, for answering that question. Okay. Jonathan is asking, will the recertification for advanced format change a lot in the spring or we won't know till then? We won't know till then because I don't work for Intuit and I don't have any inside knowledge. I don't have like a bestie that works over there that can tell me what's going on. I know nothing. I learn it as soon as you do. The difference is that this is my full-time job is knowing, so I'm always on the hunt, more than you. Like that's why it seems that I know it, but it's not really. Okay. How do you purchase the course to get level 1 certification? You can go to acadian.com/basic. The sales page is kind of a mess right now because we're updating the course and it's not going to be available yet. But yes, that's definitely a thing. Let's see. Thank you, Lindsay. My email said basic. Oh, Donna, I'm so glad you mentioned that. So the email said the basic course is ready. No, it's not. So it's the QBO QuickStart course. So the QBO QuickStart course is our free course that everybody who is a member of the locker room gets it for free. There are people that can purchase it outside of the locker room for like $1, but it is it's our getting started in QBO course. Okay. So it teaches you how to sign up for your QuickBooks Online accountant account, how an accountant account is different than a regular QBO subscription, basic terminology, and just how to navigate workflows. Plus we give you hands-on exercises, of course, because that's what we do. And, so we give you that. And what was I going to say? So that is the QBO QuickStart course that we emailed everybody and said it's ready. So we updated it. It's all Acadian. It's all now all of the new stuff. So that's what that was referring to. Okay. All right. I think that's all the questions I see in the chat. And I think we are good to go. So, and look at that, 12:05. I said this was going to be really quick. I usually talk a lot. Apparently, I still talk a lot, but maybe not as much as usual. So, all right. I think that's it. So I'm going to let you go. I'm going to get back to work on level 1. And you guys enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend. I will see you next week, and I can't wait to hear your success story.